Day weekend.
MDW.
MDW DTS. What does that mean?
Memorial Day weekend DTS?
Down the shore.
Down the shore.
Jersey thing. So it's the unofficial start to summer. It is almost here. You can smell it. And if you're looking for things to do, our next guest has some ideas and some events running now through Monday.
That's right. Joining us live this morning is Time Out Things to Do editor Rosalind Colgan. Hello, lady.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
So happy to have you.
This is her first time in the new digs.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
We spiffied up the
I
sofa
love
just
it.
for you.
I feel honored.
You're wearing a nautical theme.
I am.
Is that a sign of things to come?
It is. Fleet Week is underway.
Okay, tonight, hit us up, Thursday night.
Yes, so for Thursday, so Fleet Week, the boats have come in. There was a big parade of ships yesterday. They're docked here. They're in Manhattan as well as in Staten Island, and there's about a dozen, almost a dozen,
Is that the
military ships.
Is that the VZ?
Here.
Yeah.
And you can tour them for free, which is really cool. So you can
free.
actually go on these ships and kind of learn about what they do, learn about why they're so important in our Navy. And the tours are going to be happening all weekend. So of course you can go today, but all weekend long for Fleet Week.
Let me tell you something. That doesn't happen very often.
No, it's
so
really
if I'm
cool.
you, I'm getting aboard one of those ships.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
For free. And all weekend. And the weather's supposed to be gorgeous this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Yes, perfect
time to get on the high seas
Yes.
of the Hudson River.
Seas of the Hudson River. Don't kid yourself. The currents in that Hudson River are
No joke. Okay, so that's Thursday tonight, but all weekend. Let's go to Friday tomorrow.
Well, speaking of sailors, if you are single and you want to snag yourself a sailor,
Oh.
you can channel your inner
Hold on.
Carrie Bradshaw at
snap.
this event. So it is a singles event. It's going to be held at the Dean on Friday. And there's going to be sailors there in uniform who are single and ready to mingle.
Who doesn't love a man in uniform?
What I would do to be on the naval side and say, all right, sailors, here's what's happening.
Yeah.
We're going to have a mixer in the city. Who's in?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
People
I
cannot
know.
raise their hands quick enough, I'm sure, the single ones.
And I think what's so fun about this is not like your awkward singles event.
Yeah.
They're going to have an icebreaker that's really fun. They're going to do food and drinks and dancing.
Well, who doesn't love
and
some
you know,
food?
if it doesn't work out, the sailors are leaving in a few days. So if it works out, great. If not,
Where is this
They're here
happening?
for a
This
good
is-
time, not a long time.
yes, this is at the Dean in Midtown on
Dean.
Friday
Oh, a
night.
swanky spot.
Get your tickets in advance, and they're $18 for sailors and $28 for civilians.
Well, you got your outfit ready.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so Saturday.
Saturday.
Well, you know, they say Memorial Day weekend is the kickoff to summer.
Yes.
So we're starting with summer very summery. So this is at Watermark at Pier 15.
Yes.
And they have this tropical takeover. So it's really, really fun. It feels like, you know, you're at the Caribbean Sea, even though you're actually just along the East River. But we can pretend.
The Caribbean or the East River.
Yeah,
You know, if you close
exactly.
your eyes.
6-1,
Yeah,
half dozen of the other.
So they're going to have palm trees. They have these fun, like, tiki backdrops where you can get photos. They've got some twinkly lights for when the sun goes down.
Oh, they are really setting the
Yes,
vibe.
they are. And
Have
some
you
fun
been
drinks,
here?
too.
I've not, but I know it.
How does one access the Watermark?
Yeah, so it's at Pier 15, so
Okay, Pier
it's
15, right.
super accessible, easy to get to, and fun cocktails. So wine, we've been talking about wine
National
on the
Wine
show.
Day.
There's a great wine list,
Okay.
and then some seasonal cocktails, and they have these kind of like what I think of as like an adult Capri Sun. So they're these like pouch drinks,
buddy.
which are a lot of fun.
I love
Yeah.
that. Fruity, light, delicious, summery.
Unofficial start to summer.
That's right.
Exactly.
If we have survived all of that, and we
Yes.
make it to Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Okay, so Sunday we're going to go to a real beach. So Watermark is kind of like a pretend beach, but real beaches open on Saturday, so they're going to be fully ready for you by Sunday this weekend. And they actually have 14 miles of beaches that the New York City
Really?
Parks Department maintains, which is pretty impressive.
That is.
So the beaches are open again. You know, obviously, make sure you wear your sunscreen,
That's
follow
right.
all the
Yes.
rules.
That's right.
Drink your water.
Yes, drink your water for
Yeah.
sure. My personal favorite is Rockaway Beach.
Oh, the
so I
Rockaways are
can't
so
get there
fun.
this weekend, but that is definitely on my summer
Director Dave's
calendar
hometown.
for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
No, really.
Director
That's
Dave.
why he's so
That's
fun.
his hometown beach.
I
My
love that.
hometown beach.
Orchard Beach.
That's right. The Bronx Riviera,
Ooh,
baby.
Oh, so nice.
You can go there. You could play paddleball. You could play dominoes.
Dominoes and paddleball.
14 miles of beaches.
It's pretty impressive.
I never knew
And you
that.
know, the beaches, I'm partial to Breezy Point.
Sure.
The beaches there, and you know I love the Jersey Shore.
That you're a Jersey girl.
I am a Jersey girl, but the beach, there's so much beach.
Yeah.
The sand.
Yeah.
You never feel like you're on top of people, at
No,
least from my
exactly.
experience.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the holiday itself.
Yes.
Oh, Monday for those of us who
Yes.
still have the day off.
Bonus day. So
Yeah.
Memorial Day is, of course, on Monday, and parades are a great way
yes.
to honor our fallen military personnel. So there are two parades. There's parades actually across the region, but two parades I'm going to highlight. The first is the Brooklyn Memorial Day Parade. That is an institution that actually dates back 156 years, which is pretty amazing. So they have the parade, and then after that, there's going to be bagpipes. There's going to be taps. So really, really special.
I always cry when I hear the bagpipes and the taps.
Same.
Where in Brooklyn is this?
So this is in Bay Ridge. So it ends up at John Paul Jones Park. And then the Queen's Parade is the Little Neck Douglaston Parade. And that is also Memorial Day. Technically, you could do both. The Brooklyn one's at 11, and then Queen's is at 2. So if you're really a parade fan, you could make it happen.
If you're feeling adventurous. I do love a parade.
I love a parade.
They always are fun and they feel good.